all-important mileage as far as producing stars for the future. And here's a very exciting combination to watch. We've got Laura Collett coming into the start box on London 52. Now, clever Laura has managed to get herself in first and second position overnight, so she clearly can't ride them back to back. So they're running her out of order, and so a good fast clear round here could see her into an unassailable lead, that she then has the enviable position of taking her second horse, hopefully on the back of this one having given her a great spin. So wishing her all the very, very best of luck on this lovely London 52 owned by Karen Bartlett, Margie Gibb and a number of other people. Let's see if we can do it properly. Keith Scott and Laura herself.
So this is Laura's already ridden Dacapo round, who she had 3.2 time faults on, and I saw her come across the finish and she looked very happy with him. So this does make up for not being a weg. But how exciting for Laura to have these two lovely young horses. And I know that this London 52 has done quite a few of the ERM classes quite successfully. I know Laura's really excited about him. I mean, just look at that gallop.
How could you not be excited about a horse like this? I'm lucky enough to do a little bit of work for Laura when she's away busy at the 3-day events. And Dan, or Daniel as he's known when he's naughty, is quite a character. I think he's got everything going for him, but perhaps so much ability that sometimes really keeping his focus and his mind on the job is the challenge. She's definitely got him anchored there for that fairly straightforward fence, but a horse like that, you just want to make sure that he's got his mind on the job at all times.
Just looking at Laura's position there, I mean, look at that lower leg. Amazing.
Nailed the two strides, made that look very straightforward, and you can see Laura's super groom Zany King has got this horse, all her horses just looking immaculate. There's not a hair out of place. Yeah, the sun is shining, he's looking amazing, and I know that's a huge support to Laura, having Zany making sure that there's no stone unturned in the management of these horses.
So this lovely gelding will have seen crowds like this before, having won Bicton 2-star earlier on in the season, and he was also second in the 3-star ERM in Arville and was 8th in the CIC3 3-star ERM at Blair.
That was a masterclass, absolutely nailed that.
We know Laura knows this country very well, having been second here on the lovely Mr. Bass last year.
No stranger to the big stage.
You can say that again.
And how much difference, Claire, do you reckon it makes? Because she's run him quickly a few times competitively in some big classes. Do you think sometimes the younger horses take a bit of setting up again, or it's just something that once that's their natural rhythm, you can stick with it?
I think it's very difficult, isn't it? And it really, really does depend on the horses. I mean, some horses you can get away with running them quick all the time and at the same level, whereas other horses you might need to just have a steadier run round the same level, or even sometimes have to drop them down a level. I mean, it's not unheard of to see three good 3-star horses running around an open novice, just if they need a little bit of confidence, or they haven't run for a while due to ground, you know, injury, rider injury. You've just got to, the most important thing I think is knowing your horses.
Powering his way up that hill. It's a pretty impressive sight and would give her some feel, I would bet, coming up on a stride like that.
Look how much power. That hind leg is flying.
It's interesting watching him coming into the water back there. I almost think that fence looks like it might even ride a fraction harder than the 3-star CCI yesterday, where they had 3 elements, so an extra element. But there was no question of where they were going, where they were heading, and just watch her on the curve there to the corner.
Yeah, the CCI horses, sorry, it was was pretty much straight, whereas with these younger horses they've kind of got to come down the hill on a turn, and they don't see that skinny until they've jumped the first part and the riders have ridden the turn, and it's the rider's decision on what line they take to that skinny, whether they decide to come a little bit wider and straighten up for the skinny, or angle it and jump the side of it.
Sometimes people say, oh, don't worry, just do it off your eye. I don't have a brilliant eye, so I quite prefer counting. So the fact that yesterday you could go 4 and 2 and know that that was what you were on really appeals to me, where they really have to pick their way, feel their way, and just hold that line. She did another great example of that there, from light into dark, and he didn't miss a beat.
Again, like I said earlier, it does depend on what horse you're sat on, because this looks like a very lovely, big striding horse who's now starting to be very polite, whereas some of the smaller striding horses, you might just pop an extra stride in here and there if they're quick and neat. And I mean, these bigger horses, they tend to cover the ground so much easier. So on these longer forward distances, as a rider, you might not be worried if they're a bit of a longer distance. You see there Laura coming out the water. I mean, this is really motoring now.
It's amazing to watch confidence in action, because Laura, I know, is a very, very harsh self-critic. She's been through some ups, she's been through some downs, and she's very much on the upward curve again. And it would appear, you know, riding with this sort of confidence, I'd hate to jinx her, I've got to find some wood to touch, that she could barely do anything wrong. She's just sitting so still. She's allowing the horse, who's arguing quite a lot, to get on with his job, and just really trusting her lines, trusting her eye. And it's just really exciting. I've almost got goosebumps talking about it. It's such fun to watch. It's so exciting. She's on such a roll.
Sure, she's flying, and you can see there Laura knew how big striding he was, and she just said, whoa, wait a little minute, as he was, I mean, he's motoring. This is one of the best we've seen finishing, I think. Look at him, he's flying. Like, he looks like he could go round again. And you can see there Laura's just saying, you don't need to go quite as quickly as that.
Heading towards her now is Laura Collett as she approaches the penultimate. That's the Admiral Whitley corner at 22. Takes the A element. Takes the corner now, and well done through that for Laura Collett. Down to the C element. Nice.
That was dreamy.
Yeah, perfect.
We're looking on quite enviously, I'm not going to lie. Claire and I are definitely here with our green-eyed boots.
Oh,
Green-eyed
this makes
monsters
me
on.
very jealous.
I'm hoping she's going to fly into the lead. What does she see
She's
on her
looking
watch?
at her watch.
We're just keeping everything crossed. There's a very big, well-deserved pat. And yes, it's not as long in terms of an endurance test as yesterday, but I really feel this is a showcase for future megastars.